Day 4, guys. Day 4. Training with Tarzan. So these are the conditions today. It's such a beautiful, actually. It's just cold and it's misty. So let's see what's the feeling today. Okay, finally we arrive to the forest, and let's see how it looks like now. Oh yeah, definitely. You can see they're wet. They're wet and mossy. It's been raining or oh, this is gonna be hard, guys. It's cold, it's wet. It's fair to ask, how do we get up there? Because definitely you cannot climb something like this so straight up when it's wet, when it's this cold. Even the cold you can still do something around, but wet? Nope, you're gonna slide. Oh my god, it's cold, it's wet, it's windy. What else can be worse? Ah man, there's a good reason why I don't know this guy yet. The people keep saying, oh, you should meet Wim Hof. Guys, there must be a good reason I don't meet this guy. I don't really like cold. It's like a real challenge for me. It's not so much the challenge, it's like I train for heat. You got that? Yes, you hear where I train for heat, to hold stand heat. Let the people train for cold. Perfect. Not for me. So still, here I am, see? In this weather like this. And why? There is something I hate more than actually being cold, is being with cloth. So in my daily life with cloth, I really suffer that because I feel kind of compressed. Like if I'm something there with the energy. The cloth is so, it just seems so wrong to me. I'm gonna train without clothes for as long as it lasts. And the challenge here, which is not actually a challenge, it's more like a preparation for what we're gonna do later, is all about getting a little bit activation, of course, because it's wet and slippery, but it's also to check how the tree, the root system of the tree, becoming one with the tree. So we're gonna start. And the thing is, we need to actually check the tree. See, this tree looks like standing here alone. He is strong. He's probably strong as it is in the base, but we have to consider that this line is going on a slope. So let's take it easy, slowly. It's wet, it's mossy, it's full of these lichens. We should never know what is going on with. And oh my god, these are beech. Beech tree is mainly round surface. It got no bark. Like the bark is mossy, you can see. And it's like in climbing, you know, they have this grip, like it's barely you grip anything. Wow, that's how it looks like. So you want a stronger feet and that big arm. And still so slippery. And now in my feet I got dead branches. So in this tree I can see that there are dead branches I will have to deal with. Not that I cannot use it. It would be almost impossible to go up in these conditions like this without you actually using the branch. But I have to be careful how, because it can end up like very badly breaking. So understanding that is the most important in this. The connection with the tree, saving your energy, locking properly, and you want to understand how much strength you can put in each branch. You don't want to overload the branch. See, here I'm using my elbow. Can you see? It's also kind of lock. You can use the entire body. That's what it's all about. The monkeys, they do it all the time. So I'm really inspired by them in the way they work out. See, I'm gonna use my knee here again to bring it up. Now what I really don't want to do is to put my whole weight on the branch. Not even there. But in the connection, definitely it's going to be stronger ever. Always. Really pumping. Because you cannot imagine in this tree, as it is, how much grip, how much strength you have to put to grip. It's all the advantage that we can in this tree. Let's see. This is crazy. You know, when we go to Sumatra, we climb trees of 50, 60 meters. This is what, 5 meters, 6, and I'm already tired, pump. Not tired, but pump, yeah. So now we're here. So eyes closed. If I'm gonna die well. I'm happy. There would be a happy moment. Hands are actually freezing now. Careful as well, but we're gonna be sliding now. I got up in the positive side of the tree, as you might hear before from my videos. The positive side of the tree is that part of the tree where you actually have a little bit more of advantage, and that happened because the tree usually grow with the tendency to go somewhere. They don't go straight. They always have some kind of leaning. Now I'm taking a little bit of rest here. This is another position, and then I'm gonna put my feet like this so I slide them. Something positive about these trees here, the beech trees, is because they are so mossy. It's so easy to go. Now as I go down, I'm kind of closing and opening my hips, but in this situation it doesn't make so much difference. But usually it will be like the gas and the brake of the car. So you are going for more speed, all you have to do is close your knees. You want to block yourself, you open your knees, and then I'm so happy I made it, because also something very nice with the code that I have figured out. Of course everybody knows this, but I have to repeat it to myself. It's gonna be fine after a while. You're gonna be warm, just to be able to start. And then you get these trees like this, and you might wonder, like, of course, how am I going to climb this tree? There is no branch at all. There's no branch. There is this tree. It's full of moss. It's wet. It's basically like oil. There's nothing to go up. Well, I tell you what, there are things to go up, but it's not how you imagine it. There's a special technique I use where I can actually take help from another tree. How you can actually get there is kind of impossible, you know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this tree to go up there, and then I can actually figure out if that is even possible, because from here in the camera it looks so close, but it is actually like 4 or 5 meters in between them. And did I mention that they are wet and high? And the high, I can fairly say that they measure around 20 meters. Now this guy is also the same story. So hard to climb up, wet, no branches. See? Ciao. There's nothing to do here. Nothing. What we are going to do instead is we're going to use these little guys here and this, and we're going to build up a ladder. We're going to build our progression up. So we're going to probably start from this guy. You see there is a gap there. We're going to go all the way here, and then the ideal would be to transfer to this one and keep going up, and then transfer to that first branch where you can see that. Once we go up, we figure out the rest. Okay? So my first step here is looking more realistic, and then I will use that branch, of course. Branch, I can jump into that one. All right, let's do that. Woo! Time to shine. There's no way back. I'm committed to do this. You're probably gonna miss me at some point. I don't have 2 cameras right now, so you're gonna watch me from here. Hopefully you get to enjoy it and figure out a few things if you are into tree climbing. Let's dance. Woo! Raining. All right, let's commit to this big. Let's commit to this big. Huden. Nation Mila. Huden. Oh my. It's wet. It's all wet. And this branch, oh no, this branch is not good. It's not supporting at all. It's barely I can put a feet there. Oh, this is even worse. Okay, the situation is not good, guys, and it's actually really bad. Oh man. Like this branch is about to break, like 1 more gram and it's gone. I'm not sure I can take the inertia if I actually slide in this tree, so I'm gonna take it very carefully, putting a lot of strength just in case it breaks. I'm still alive. I'm gonna use this tree and this tree together, making kind of a marriage. I'm gonna marriage there, so I can use one for the feet and one for the arm, and like that I'm gonna be gliding up. Because in this tree, if you don't use your feet, you get pumped so fast in these conditions, even when it's dry, like I said before. Now, tricky part here is everything is so wet. Oh man. Now I'm supposed to get there now, but if I do it from here, the tree is not bending much. Well, it is bending, but it's a lot of energy to get there, and it's actually pushing the other one. So I have to be able to go a little bit upper, and now that I have a better view, examine the actual possibility of going up. Because one thing is the theory, and another thing is reality. You match them by being really here in the moment and not in your mind, in your plans. Sliding. I need that branch. Come to me. I'm struggling here, using every particular grip that I can withdraw from my arms, but also from my feet. So many hooks and holdings. Weirdly, they are all organic holdings, I call it. For me, it means that they're so spontaneous. I don't know before how this is gonna turn. You see, usually in a tree, to slide down is the easy part, but in this one, you cannot take those chances because you might not be able to stop your own weight going down. So I should talk less and keep more my energy. See that? It's really pumping now. Really. You can see how much pump I am from that, and all of this. It's like, imagine putting yourself oil and go in a pole in the city and start climbing. This is how it feels like. If you don't use your feet, not possible. Okay guys, I think this will be all for today. My aim was to go all the way up, but the conditions really are not for this. So I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm kind of satisfied actually, to be honest, to just come here and move. Keep moving. If you find this content interest, go to the forest, try, don't go high. First of all, you need to create that awareness, the strength, the conditioning, the fluidity, the connection with the tree. Highs or not high, it's not about that. That will put you in risk. And about risk, I wanted to say something else before I actually go. Risk is an actual word that comes from Latin. It means those moments where you are actually taking actions which are not within your capabilities to do so yet. It doesn't mean you cannot improve it, you can. But until you do, until you figure out your relationship with fear, until you figure out your strength, your conditioning, your balance, all the things that require any exercise, you will be actually putting yourself in risk. That's what means risk. It's not a point of view from somebody else outside of your self ecosystem. It is within you. How do you relate to your capability of perceiving yourself, where you are when you're doing something? How do you take care of yourself? Okay, until then,